Hey guys, it's Grant here. Doing an add-on video here for the Cave Creek Pet Palace. This video is going to be about the Cave Creek Pet Palace cover. That's not the official name. I know it's lame, but that's all I've come up with right now. With Rick, we'll come up with a better name for it here if there's some interest and kind of people are interested in buying it. So what this is just a water repellent, not waterproof, wind cover for any sort of application you could want for the Pet Palace. So I came up with this idea in the winter up here in Minnesota. I wanted to lay my Pet Palace but not have to have my full coverage tarp kind of out with me in case of any snow, because it's kind of overkill if I'm just going to go hang with the dog and we get any rain showers or snow showers. This will do a nice job of keeping some snow off of you and also blocking that brisk winter wind that we get up here quite often. But it isn't going to be something that you want for replacing a tarp in a backpacking trip where you're in a climate where it can rain at any time. It's really meant to be a wind blocker, additional temperature too at night, in a climate where you're not getting rain that night. Maybe a couple day trip in a desert dry area where you're not going to get any rain. But it will shed a little bit of rain. I've tested a little bit. It's got a DWR finish, so it will do the trick if you need it to in a pinch. But I wouldn't count on it in a heavy rain. So as you can see, it's kind of a full coverage cover for the Pet Palace. It has snaps going down each side that you can take on and off as needed. Leave it open, make it close, kind of blocks completely the wind on the side. You can even do a job here tying out the bottom to keep it where you want it. Say hi to my pup. And then the sides, if you watch the video of the Cave Creek Pet Palace review, you'll see it has the tieouts on the inside, or on the outside of the Pet Palace, and then this has tieouts on the outside and the inside part, so you can attach a pole mod. And what that does is it kind of creates an open area inside the Pet Palace for you and your pup, and gives you a little more space in there to do what you need to do, have all your gear, and it really makes that Pet Palace tub flooring kind of come out, create that full space that you want inside of it. And I can show you that here. So here's the zipper, nice little tie out here on the bottom, so you can just go from one side, keeping one side on. So when I open this up here, you can see that it's really opened up. So it pulls it out from the side with that pole mod away from the hammock. I mean, right there, we're talking about 8 inches from the hammock on this side and about the same on the other side. Head end, foot end, whatever you need. You can lengthen it, shorten it, however you want. Does the same on both sides. So it'll keep that away from your body, away from your face. You don't need that extra netting on the inside, hanging on your face, and that keeps it away from it. It's my favorite feature about this is it keeps everything away, nice and open. Can do kind of whatever you need to do in there with the space given. I really like that accessory, these attachments here. If you're getting the Pet Palace, I would urge you to add those attachments on and get that custom tarp and cover that you can pull those out with it. If you don't have the tarp with the inside panel pulls, those are sort of useless unless you're just using the Pet Palace with no cover, because there's nothing really to pull that netting away from you. It still works great. There's still plenty of space in there. It's going to be better than a net that's on the hammock, but it just adds so much extra room for you. I'll take you around the back side. As you can see, it's the same thing on the back, just no zipper. Stays real nice and tight against that tub flooring. I put adjustments here so you can tighten it, loosen it however you want to with the panel pulls or the line locks. what I do is, Rick does such a nice job with his products that it matches up almost perfect. Actually, it is perfect with the end of the Pet Palace, the same exact ridgeline length. So I attach it to the same Dutch gear here, carabiner, so that it's on the same line as the Pet Palace. There's no extra cordage that you need to hang this up. All you do is attach it right to the Pet Palace. You're good to go, no questions asked. And I was very happy to see that. Obviously Rick planned that out perfectly. So that's kind of 360 of the Pet Palace and the cover for the Pet Palace. Another awesome feature with this is you can still go to porch mode if you want. All you got to do is unsnap the sides, grab your poles, pull up the top, obviously take the pole mods off, and just kind of open it up. Comes right out to a nice porch mode. You can see off one side. If you just want to block wind on one, you can tie out the one side, kind of like you would do with your tarp. And it's just way less material to manage than a full coverage tarp. All you got's just a little layer. It's like probably 3/4 the size. Really light. Just get your trekking poles out, put it up. You have a great view of whatever lake or stream or mountains you're looking at the time. In Minnesota here, obviously it's mostly lakes. So that's the cover. I'll put details on the materials and the cost and kind of Cave Creek's description of the product when I get this edited, and I'll put it below the video here. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, let me know. I can do my best to answer. I'm not the most technical guy when it comes to all the materials and everything. That's why I have Rick do all the kind of the building for me. I just come up with the ideas and he kind of puts them to life. I really like this one. I'm not sure if there's a lot of, you know, people out there looking for something like this with their Pet Palace. I really am. I'm going to use it if we go to a winter hang this winter. I'm going to bring the Pet Palace. I'm going to bring this. I'm going to bring my full coverage tarp. There'll be no wind getting at me. Adds an extra layer of warmth under there. May have to zip it open a little bit, obviously, for the vapor to kind of leave and all my breath and the dog's breath. But this is fantastic. So there it is. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Rick, add in anything that I missed. Thanks.